Okay. Later.
Alright, my name is Priscilla, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make jalapeno poppers. They're actually bacon wrapped. And if anyone ever asks you to bring something to a holiday, a celebration, or any type of occasion, jalapeno poppers are like the perfect way to go because they're like so simple to make and they're really good. And the 3 points that I'm going to go through today are: one, I'm going to show you the ingredients and supplies that you'll need, and two, I'm going to show you how to make the jalapeno poppers incorporating all of these ingredients, and three, I'm going to discuss why the bacon jalapeno poppers are such a great treat to make. So first, you can find all of the ingredients at your local supermarket. I got these at Food 4 Less. And the first thing you're gonna need about 10 to 15 jalapenos. It depends on how many you're making for everyone. If you're making for a lot of people, I would get like 15 or 20. If you're not, then 8 to 10, just because you're gonna be cutting them in half anyways. And then the second thing, you're gonna need 2 packages of cream cheese, and I forgot it, of course, at home, but you can get any kind, it doesn't really matter. And then the third thing, you're gonna need 2 packages of bacon. It doesn't really matter which kind. I try to get the thinnest one that I can find just because I find that it wraps around the jalapeno a lot more easily. And then the supplies that you're gonna need a rectangular pan like this. You're gonna need cooking spray, and you're gonna need a cutting board. You can get a bigger one than this, I just brought this one. And then you're gonna need a spoon or a knife, and then you can really make it with whatever you want, but which leads me to my second point. I'm going to show you guys how to make the jalapeno poppers with all these ingredients. So the first step you want to do, I usually clean them. I wash them just because I kind of picture people grabbing them at the supermarket, and I just wash them. So that's the first step. The second, I would get the cooking spray and I would spray it on the pan just so that the jalapenos don't stick to the pan. And then I go to the third step, which is preheat the oven to 350. And that's something that I forgot to put on your recipe sheet that I handed out, so just preheat to 350. And then the fourth step, you're gonna want to cut the stems with your knife, so just cut it like this, just like that. And then the fifth step, you're gonna cut it in half. It doesn't have to be even. You just need to cut it in half like this, just like that. And then the sixth step, you're gonna want to take the seeds out. And this step is kind of complicated just because you want to make sure that all of the seeds are out, because if you leave any seeds, it's gonna make it spicy and you don't want to burn your mouth. And then another thing is, you want to make sure you don't touch the seeds because it'll burn your hands, and you don't want to touch your face either, so make sure you don't do that. And then the seventh step, you get the cream cheese. So you just get the cream cheese and you just smear it all inside the jalapeno, and it doesn't have to be neat or anything. You just put it inside there. And then I go to my eighth step, which is my favorite because it includes bacon. And you get the bacon, and then you want to just wrap it around the whole thing. Just wrap it like this. And then once you're done repeating this with all the jalapenos, you want to put them on your pan in a line, and then put it in your oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. And then that's it, you have your jalapenos. And then now I'm going to go to my third point, which is I'm going to discuss why it's such a great treat to make. One, it's super easy and it tastes so good. I make it almost like every Christmas or Thanksgiving. My family always asks me to make it for them. And third, you can make a variety of these. You can make it however you want. I know you can make vegan jalapeno poppers, because I know there's vegans in the class. You can make it with vegan cheddar, vegan cream cheese, vegan string cheese, and there's just so many ways you can do it. You could fry them, you can grill them, and then another thing is it's great for like any occasion, for Christmas, Thanksgiving, if you're gonna watch a game, and they're just super easy to make. And finally, I'm going to review what I taught you guys. I showed you guys the ingredients and the supplies that you need. And second, I showed you guys how to incorporate all those ingredients into making jalapeno poppers. And third, I discussed why it's such a great treat to make. And I actually brought some if you guys want some. Woo-hoo. They're really good, I promise. And now that I taught you guys how to do this, you can make it yourself. And it's going to be fun, I promise.